My name's Jeff Goebel, and this is another Orange Shirt blog. I just woke up, and I was having an interesting dream, and I wanted to talk about it just for a second, because it was a strange dream that has inspired me. I dream fairly detailed, a lot of, hold on. Excuse me, Jeff woke up. A lot of dialogue in my dreams, but this is an interesting one. I was just coming up an escalator in a mall, and I'm walking along, minding my own business, thinking about previous parts of the dream, and a man is walking by over there, and a woman comes up behind him and yells, "Carlos!" And instinctively I go, "Danger!" Which is funny to me, and funny to some of you who may watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. When he was away on vacation earlier last year, John Oliver took over, and there was a news story about Carlos Danger, which was an alias that Anthony Weiner used when he was online. And every time Jon Stewart said his name, it was Carlos Danger, and there was some music. And so this just happened in my dream. And the man, Carlos, laughed because I guess he'd heard it before. And the woman smiled a little bit. And that was the end of it. And I woke up. And I realized it was a dream. And I thought, now here's an interesting point. It was a totally random thing at the end of a dream. But my brain must have pre-thought the punchline and then built the scenario around it. Because there's no way that my dream would have had just someone yelling Carlos and then instinctively making the joke. It had to think the joke up in advance. Of course, I have no memory of the way that part of my brain works. But that's the inspiration for today's video blog, because aliases are something that have been around a long time, but the internet has really changed the way that we use aliases, the way that we think of aliases. Now, when I was young, I always thought it would be neat to have a nickname. Nobody else did. I mean, lots of other people did, and I didn't have a nickname. Nobody called me anything but Jeff. And ironically, my name is, I could have had a nickname because I'm a JJ, I'm a junior. But anyway, I didn't have one. And then the idea of aliases came up, and people started using them in rap music, and people started using them online. And I just sort of became Frogstar42. Frogstar is the most evil planet in the universe in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy novel series by Douglas Adams. And we'll talk about that in another story. It meant a lot to me, the Frogstar and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, sort of the first book that I ever read socially when I wasn't asked to read. So Frogstar42, and 42 is the secret to the answer to the universe, to the question of life, the universe, and everything, which is not a specific question, caused a lot of problems. In any case, Frogstar42 is my alias online. And it's pretty much everywhere. If you do a search on it, it's, all my posts, all my questions, anything that I've said in the last 10 years is Frogstar42 online, probably. So it occurs to me that I am creating an online video persona of me. I'm talking about how I'm crazy and my attention deficit disorder and my low self-esteem and my obsession, and we'll get into other things as well in the future. And it occurs to me, I'm doing a video series about looking for a job and telling the world that I'm crazy in the same breath. This is probably not a good idea. And, but then nobody wants their persona to be famous. They want to be famous. So do you want Frogstar42 to be the one that people are on the internet commenting about, talking about? Or do you want Jeff Goebel to be the one on the internet that people are talking about? And that's a sort of a question. It occurs to me that if Frogster42 was to get famous, people would find out that it was Jeff Goble. I mean, it's not hard. So perhaps that's not worth the effort to go one direction or the other. But then, of course, I start thinking about it on the deeper level. And I think, okay, I'm really excited to make these videos. I actually get ideas and I think, oh, I've got to tell my new friend about my idea. And then I think, well, is that sad? I should be telling real friends, the people that I know, not strangers that I don't know. And then I think, my low self-esteem is sneaky. It has tried to stop me making these videos by telling me it's a stupid idea and my ideas are stupid and nobody will want to watch this. And that didn't work. I kept making them. So now it's working overtime and it's actually creating scenarios where I think it's a bad idea to make these videos. Oh no, your future employers will see it. Oh no, your future dates will see it. Oh no, your parents might see it. Well, my parents probably won't see it, but the point is, it's trying everything to get me to stop making these videos in my brain. And then I think, well, that just sounds crazy. I shouldn't be saying that on my videos. But it's still fun. And I think that the idea of making them, the idea of saving them to the world is something I'm going to struggle with every time I make one. Is this one worth putting online? And I have to believe that there are other people that have this sort of internal struggle in their head, and they might not have realized it, because I don't think I realized it for a long time. My mother was one of those people that had a negative swing on most things. She must have had similar brain issues to me. And I know a lot of you have mothers, perhaps fathers, that are the same. You come home and you say, I just got a promotion. And they say, but you're not president yet, right? Or that's perhaps a bit of an extreme example. But there's always the negative swing on things. And it's just the way the brain crushes joy sometimes. You come home and you say, I got an A on my test. And they say, well, Sally got an A plus. Or, why didn't he give you an A plus? What did you get wrong? Now, I don't have someone really close to me doing that anymore, but my brain picked it up. And I've always thought, okay, the low self-esteem thing, I believe, is born in. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense that I can know it's there and still not overcome it. It's not something I don't believe that therapy is going to help with. Now, a pill might help, but that still goes to the theory that it's an internal thing. It's a chemical balance. I don't have enough of something that other people have, or I have more of it, or whatever, and it's this brain-crushing joy thing built in. But you can get used to it. You can discover it. Making videos has actually helped me realize the way that it works, because I think I can still feel the joy and know that something is taking it away. So this Carlos Danger snippet of a dream started me thinking down a whole long path. Now, if I hadn't woken up, it would have just been a throwaway in the dream. And my dreams have lots of punchline gags like that, because my regular life does. There's a very good chance that if that scenario had happened to me in real life, I still would have gone, danger, although probably quieter. Maybe in my head only, and they wouldn't have heard it because it might not be funny enough. I think in reality, I do a lot more things than when I'm talking about them in videos, because I'm faster. Life is faster than my brain can crush the joy sometimes. But even in real life, I do have a lot of that, and I think of my mother sometimes when it happens, and I don't blame her for always crushing my joy. But I guess maybe I do. I don't know if it's trained or if it's born in. It really could go either way. It could be inherited, or it could be just that's the life I grew up with. coming home, saying something cool, having mother say something negative. Wow, this got deep. Anyway, that was a little bit of my dream. There were some other parts of my dreams, and maybe we'll discuss my flying dreams or other things in future videos. But today, it was about aliases. Well, it was supposed to be about aliases, and then it got about low self-esteem. I guess that's the way it works. That low self-esteem is always going to be a recurring character in my videos. But, so, in summary, I'm not ashamed to be Jeff Goble, Frogstar TV, and I still like the alias Frogstar42. And I guess we didn't accomplish anything in this video, just another random stream of consciousness. But for 2 minutes after I woke up, not a bad video, I think. I have to stop analyzing the end. I was thinking the other day that I need some sort of an ending. I've got the beginning. Some people put a lot of effort into their videos and they have titles and credits and star wipes. But I don't have a sign off. I don't have any. It's a process, right? We'll figure it out. Anyway, my name's Jeff Goble, Frogstar TV.